Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, hope you're all well. Right, here we go again, back at it. So today I'm on the mouth of the River Usk in Newport, South Wales, just behind the old power station there. And the last time I made a video here was just over a year ago. I can't believe it. Where does the time go? Frightening. Only a small tide, 9.9 meters, which in old money for Newport is 11.6 because we had 1.7. In my humble opinion, could do with, say, another meter on top of that for this spot, but it is what it is. We'll go with the flow and you never know. Right, let's get cracking, let's see what's out there, but most importantly, let's enjoy it. Oh, this wind has picked up. When I got here first thing, we had some nasty showers. They've cleared off, but this wind has come from nowhere. Quite a stiff northwesterly. So I've just put the windsock on the camera. I'm hoping that it is making a little bit of a difference, but I won't find out until I look at the footage. Anyway, baits are out there. On these two main rods, I've got a 3/0 pulley pennel. The reason being, there's every chance of a big conger, a nice Thornback Ray, nice chunky bass. But I'm also going to have a scratch around. I put a 3/0 flapper rig on the cheapy old boat rod, size 1 hooks. On there we could pick up a schoolie bass, a flounder, a Dover sole, a silver eel. Who knows? But without you, we're giving it a go. It's a beautiful spot. So many great memories. Yeah, lots from over the years. As for baits, I've got ragworm, squid, mackerel and bluey. Early days yet. A couple of hours off high water. It's quite a shallow mark this. But it does tend to hold a lot of food for the fish, and they do like these mud flats. Look, might not even get a bite, but who cares? Well, a couple of things to report. Firstly, I had a cracking bite on the right down rod and missed it. That was on ragworm and mackerel, cocktail bait. And secondly, left down rod has just snapped. Yeah, cast out and just snapped clean off. So it's going to be a bit challenging to say the least. I can't get no distance on that rod now, so this right down rod is going to be out there at range. The left down rod is going to be close in, along with the cheapy old boat rod, because that's close in too. I'm not surprised that snapped, because a couple of weeks ago I was out fishing in some strong wind. It blew the tripod over, and I thought I could hear like a slight weakness in the blank. And obviously there was. Oh well. I'm gonna have to. You're the bell then? Cheapy old boat rod. Let's take a look. Fish on, fish on. There we go. Not the biggest conger I've ever caught, but it's a start. He's around 4.5 pounds, I'd say. He took some ragworm on the flapper rig. Let's pop him back in. Yeah, I've lost about 2.5 foot off that rod, and as I thought, casting with it is a bit of a nightmare, and there's no way I'm going to be able to tell if I get a bite on it, so I'm relying on that right down rod for the action today. Oh, had a strap conger, so we've had something. I think I'll try turning the camera around now the other way, and I'll face into the wind, and I'll see if that makes a difference. On the broken rod, there's a big bunch of ragworm. On the right down rod, whole squid, big bunch of ragworm on its back. We're around 30 minutes off high water. Yeah, since that small conger, it's gone a bit quiet. But I won't become too despondent, because in my experience, this mark can often kick off on the ebb. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lovely day now, apart from that wind. The sunshine is making an appearance, we've got a bit of blue sky. But yeah, when it blows, it's proper gusty. That's why I'm shouting a little bit. Of course, my last video was down on Chesil Beach. I was absolutely gutted about that. I really wanted to make a nice video, and quite a long one too. But like I said, I became ill, and the day that I filmed, as evening approached, the weather was horrendous, and yeah. But I'm gonna go back. I will be back. It was a nice spot. That ferry bridge end of the beach, a bit quiet there as well, I found. A couple of anglers, but you know, compared to other parts of Chesil, which can get rammed, yeah, it was alright. Speaking to the locals, they were saying that the end I fished tends to fish better later on in the year, like late summer onwards. So yeah, maybe book like a cheap B&B or something, make a weekend of it. That's the plan. bang on high water. Yeah, as of next Monday, I'm going to be doing a 2-week smoothie cleanse. Now, I've said before, making fishing videos, it's physically demanding, it's mentally demanding, and yeah, it's not easy. And look, you know, at the moment I can manage it. I'm not that old, I'm 44, so I guess I'm what you call middle-aged. But if I am going to continue doing this, then you know, I want to be in the best shape possible. And you know, look, I mentioned last year that this could be my last YouTube year, but it might not be. I might continue. And yeah, if I do, I want to be physically capable of you know, being able to fish and film these marks, because they're not easy. I mean, to get to this mark, it's probably a 30-minute walk. So yeah, and also as well, I just fancy a bit of a detox anyway. You know, I fancy resetting my body. So what it'll consist of is in the morning for breakfast, a cup of Japanese matcha tea, handful of seeds, nuts, a banana maybe, and then 4 or 5 smoothies throughout the day. All natural stuff, 100% natural. Yeah, so I thought I'd share that with you. Right down rod, guys. Oh, there we go. Let's take a look. What have we got this time? Fish on. There we go. This one took a big ragworm and mackerel cocktail. He's around 6.5 pounds, I'd say. Oop. Let's pop him back in. He's gone. Right, I'm going to show you how this broken rod casts. Let's get him out there. It'll do. The thing is here, the fish are really close in, so long distance is not essential, in my experience. On the ebb now, out she goes. We got another hour left, I reckon. I've taken the flabber rig off the chippy old boat rod and I've put it on the broken rod, and I just walked up there onto the edge of the rocks, straight ragworm on all 3 hooks, and we'll see what happens. As for this rod here, I've got squid and bluey on there. This is the last cast now, so let's see if we can get a bit of last cast magic. Yeah, the last couple of months I've caught so many congers, I think more than I'd ever caught before. And don't get me wrong, you know, I like congers, I don't mind catching them, but yeah, it is strange as to why there's not many other species about. In saying that, I suspect there probably are, but at the moment there's so many congers out there that nothing else is getting a chance, you know, getting a chance to go for the bait. Yeah, you often find around like Newport area, May and June is conger central. At times the water is black with them. I mean, I've only caught 2 today, but you know, I suspect if I wasn't filming and just fishing, I would have caught a few more. Yeah, they have saved me on quite a few of my recent videos, so I am grateful to the old conger. Yeah, in terms of that flabber rig on the broken rod, yeah, just trying for a shallow water flat, you know. I mean, back in the day, you know, you'd often catch flounder on the ebb in inches of water sometimes. Hope everyone's well, hope you're all doing alright. I know it can be a tough old life at times. That's why I go fishing. It's my way of unwinding. I'm sorry if I still sound a bit bunged up and a bit croaky. I haven't shaken off that illness yet fully. Yeah, it's bizarre. Is that a bite? I don't think it is. I just think it might be going down tide. Yeah, I was talking about the rip earlier on the ebb. Bear in mind, that's a 7-ounce gripper on there in shallow water, and it's still flying down. I will check it though, just in case. Quite a lot of weed out there today. Also, quite a bit of May rod in the water. It's been sticking to my shock leader knot. Oh, birds over there fighting. A seagull and a crow, one on one. Right, I'm going to call it now, guys. Today has been the tale of the snap rod, the very strong northwesterly wind, gale force at times, and my shocking filming skills. Oh, I filmed this all wrong today. I dread to think what the footage is going to be like. But apart from that, it's been good fun. Old Conger's kept me busy. Missed a few bites. That bite I had, I think it was first or second cast on the right down rod. That's the one I missed. I may have that on camera. I'm not too sure. I was a bit late turning the camera on, hence why I lost the fish. But yeah, it's been enjoyable. Nice bit of fresh air. One of my old faithfuls. Like I said, I got many stories to tell when it comes to this mark, particularly from, I'd say, the early to mid 90s. Those were the days. But yeah, it is a favourite of mine. As for where I'm going to be next, I'm not too sure. I think I'll head west. Don't get me wrong, I do love the mud. I love congers, but I do fancy yeah, I told you, one of those days. I do fancy trying something different for the next one. Yeah, so I have to see where I end up. It's gone. I've lost it. The plot has been lost. Then again, there was never a plot to begin with, you know. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'm getting blown over. Any questions or comments you have, pop them below and I'll get back to you. Until the next one, if there is a next one, only joking. Look after yourselves. Take care. All the best.